So you're thinking about moving to Thousand Oaks, and honestly, who could blame you? Gorgeous scenery, amazing schools, and a pace of life that just says calm. But what is it really like to live here? In this video, we're going to take you on the same tour we take a lot of our clients. The most asked about neighborhoods, the parks, and local favorites. And yes, as usual, I will be sprinkling in some hard truth. We're going to be saving Newberry Park for its own video because it has its own feel to it. But today, we're going to be exploring the heart of Thousand Oaks. Our first stop is a mid-century treasure, and I believe it might be my favorite neighborhood in Thousand Oaks. What could make this place so special? Well, it is a neighborhood of Eichler homes. These homes were built in the 1960s by renowned designers A. Quincy Jones and Frederick Emmons. There are only about 100 of them in the city, and those signature open beam ceilings and floor-to-ceiling glass just make these homes exceptional. They're all about the California indoor-outdoor lifestyle. The downside, besides the price, well, they rarely come on the market, and like any mid-century home, you're going to want to budget for maintenance. But if you're like me and you love the architecture and the character, this neighborhood is pure gold. Whenever I get a break from either appraising or showing homes in Thousand Oaks, I always love to stop by Cafe Levy and have their gluten-free tuna melt. It is so yummy. And then after you've had your main dish, then come on over to Tifa's Gelato and Chocolate because this place cannot be beat. I highly recommend either the strawberry balsamic or the salted caramel. The Bank of America Performing Arts Center, really the cultural heart of the city. Big touring shows, symphonies, and local performances just bring the community together. And if you really want to see something special, right across the street is Garden of the World. It is free and beautifully landscaped. It's like one of those, I can't believe this is in the suburbs kind of place. Now, the practical life that everybody asks about. The main retail center sits right along Thousand Oaks Boulevard and Moore Park. You've got the Oaks Mall, Trader Joe's, Costco, and Whole Foods, all within a few minutes. The convenience here is fantastic. Though, I'll be honest that traffic can get a little much here, but when comparing it to LA, it's just not that much. If you like being close to shopping and restaurants, but still want that quiet residential feeling, this area balances that really well. This is Lynn Ranch. Large lots, horse trails, old oak trees, interdispersed between older traditional homes and large custom homes, brings in that old California vibe. It's technically right in town. There are some cons with all of this beauty. You won't have sidewalks, and some are on septic. But if you've ever dreamed of space, privacy, and a few chickens in the backyard, this neighborhood delivers that rare mixture of convenience and freedom all in one neighborhood. And of course, with open space, you're going to have some trails. Thousand Oaks has over 150 miles of trails and over 15,000 acres of open space. This is Woodland Park, home to Paradise Falls, an easy local hike that feels like you're miles from anywhere. On the flip side, yes, in the summer there are snakes. The other day while we were showing a house to one of our clients, we were walking around here and there was a little gardener snake trying to get up over the curb. And of course I helped it because when you live close to open space, kind of need to feel comfortable with nature. There are also occasional trail closures, and you're gonna get dusty. It does get a little dry out here during the dry season. But having this kind of nature, maybe 5 minutes from your house, this is something that people do not forget. One thing that surprises people is that Thousand Oaks has microclimates, and that's because it is the most spread out city in all of Ventura County. It is large. Down by the boulevard, it's warm and still. Drive 5 minutes up to Lynn Ranch or the Ridge neighborhood, and you'll get cooler weather with steady wind. Some say it's perfect in the summer, while others think it's still a little too hot. So check your elevation before you buy to make sure that the weather is just what you're looking for. And yes, you'll share the area with deer, raccoons, coyotes, and occasionally a bobcat. Thousand Oaks is also home to Cal Lutheran, which is a small private campus which just contribute so much to this community. The grounds are absolutely beautiful, and the university hosts cultural events and concerts and art showcases. And also, their trails are open year-round for people to go and explore. One of the things I love about Thousand Oaks is that they have homes that are located on the ridges that have amazing views and back up to open space. And if you're lucky enough, you might see a roadrunner run by. I just saw one. The people who move here for the schools and the space tend to stay here for the feeling. You can be 5 minutes from Costco and still hear birds instead of sirens. There's that balance between nature and convenience. We're at a very special neighborhood. This neighborhood is small and goes across a Wildwood Ridge. On one side, the homes have a view of Thousand Oaks, and on the other side, you have a continuous view of the Santa Rosa Valley and Moore Park. Most homes here back up to open space, and so you have some of the best panoramic views in the whole city. Since some of the homes are located on a hillside, you're going to have little step downs into bedrooms or the living room. And some of the homes have not been updated recently. They may seem a little dated. If you're looking at purchasing here, know that it is all about location, location, location. Nestled in the heart of Thousand Oaks is Conejo Community Park. It is a local favorite for families and nature lovers alike, with wide green lawns and mature oak trees and walking paths. It offers a peaceful place to escape, where you can hear some birds chirping and also a rooster crowing. Another thing about this park that I absolutely love is that it has hills, and they're not too steep. They're the perfect kind for you or your kids to kind of roll down. The park features sports parks, playground, and access to nearby hiking trails, making it a perfect blend for relaxation and recreation. While there are lots of parks in Thousand Oaks, this is one of our favorites. We had to just share it with you. Conejo Oaks is one of the most established and beloved neighborhoods in Thousand Oaks. What makes this neighborhood stand out is the large lots, the luscious landscaping. Even though you're close to the center of the city, you kind of feel like you're in your own botanical gardens as you're walking the streets and driving here. The streets are wide and shaded by these large trees. And every home has its own character. There are mid-century homes all the way up to lots that have been scraped and have these big luxury houses. You're gonna have a plethora of styles to have your eyes feast on. There's no HOA, no gated communities, while some homes have chosen to build their own gate to their own abode. People move here and they tend to stay here. It's the kind of neighborhood you're going to see kids riding their bikes, neighbors chatting at the mailbox, people walking their dog, because people who live here really have chosen to live here, not just sleep here and watch TV. It's the kind of neighborhood that you just might want to call home. This is just a small taste of Thousand Oaks, and if you're thinking about moving here or anywhere in Ventura County or the surrounding areas, you know who to give a call. Reach out to us. We absolutely love helping people find their perfect city and neighborhood that meets their lifestyles. I'm Keziah with BArt and Keziah, living in Ventura County, Balboa Real Estate.